Hey guys, I know I just came on here yesterday and showed you a couple trades. I think one of them was actually in EURJPY, but there was another one today here, and this one actually allowed me to pass phase one of my funded my 10K challenge. So I wanted to show you this one here real fast. And this is our indicator right here. Now the indicator did go off here back at 8 a.m. today, this morning, but this was not confirmed by our Sniper Pro scanner. This one here went off at 9:15 a.m. And so when I came to the scanner at 9:15 a.m., that was actually back here. There was a scorecard here. So these scorecards, guys, they don't, it only shows like the last scorecard. So like when a new scorecard prints, the old scorecard goes away. So that's why we take screenshots of the scanner so that you can see when we're showing you trades that you could see that there was a scorecard there. So there actually was a scorecard when I came to this chart here. Um, but when I got to it, the trend here was all red. The candles were red. The sniper snake was red. Everything was red. And price wasn't above the 55 EMA. It didn't close above 55 EMA. So I wasn't going to take that trade. But this was on my radar because there was a scorecard there. So I went, I did some other things. Then I kind of forgot about it. I came back to the chart and I looked here and it just kind of kept bouncing off of this 55. It would never close above it. So as you know, part of our conditions are before we can take a buy, everything has to be blue, right? The blue indicator here, everything blue on the scanner, but we also need price to cross and close above the 55 for a buy. So we just weren't getting that. And by the way, here we don't trade support and resistance, but sometimes this 55 will act as a support and resistance for price. Sometimes, not all the time, guys. So you can't use it as a trading strategy. But I just want you to see how many wicks you see touch this 55. You have one, two, three, four, five, six, seven wicks touch and go above this 55. The price never closes above it until right here. So this is the 10:30 a.m. candle today. And if we come back to the scanner here, we could see that at 10:30 a.m., right, we have a blue candle. We're bullish up here. We have our blue scorecard here. We have a blue sniper line. We have a blue trend line. So we're all blue for buy. And now price has closed above the 55. So I was a little hesitant to take this trade because I was trying to pass phase one of my challenge. I was very close. And, I was kind of hesitant because the ATH goes off all the way back here. So we kind of like it to be close by, but everything's still lined up for us. So I took this trade. But when I took this trade, the first thing I said to myself, as price here started moving down against me, I said, hey, if price closes below that 55, I'm just getting out of the trade and I'm wrapping up for the day. I didn't want to take a $100 loss. I didn't want to lose the full 1%, right? I had my stop loss set, 1% of my account. I think I was within about $80 of passing the challenge. So I only needed a 1% gain, less than about a 1% gain to the upside to pass the challenge. So I said, hey, if this closes below that 55, I'm getting out. But look at what it does here. So like I told you, before it pushed through to 55, it hit the 55, went above it, but didn't close above it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 times. Finally, it pushes through. Then it comes down. It hits the 55, goes below it once, twice, 3, 4, 5 times without closing below it. Okay, so that to me was a good sign. Again, doesn't mean you're going to win the trade because the number one rule, right, in trading in the zone, right, is anything can happen. Okay, anything can happen. So, but this gave me some hope that this would actually move in my favor. It did move in my favor. Again, if you're trading with our community strategy, guys, you're on the 5-minute time frame for this, right? You're using our community's ATH Pulse Indicator, and you're using the Sniper Pro scanner like I just showed you. Everything's blue for buy, red for sell. Okay. One thing I did forget to mention was on the scanner, you see that price does come down into those lower volatility bands. So you do need price to come down into those blue volatility bands for a buy. And if it doesn't, then you want to pass on that. But you could see here, clearly comes down into those volatility bands right here. So that is another condition that needs to be met, along with the candle, the scorecard candle, and the sniper line, as well as the sniper trend line. Okay. So all that was met. And I did take this trade. Now, when you're using this strategy in our community, we go for a 1-to-1. Okay. So you risk 1% to get 1%, right? If you're risking 20 pips, once you're up 20 pips, that's where you'll have your take profit. Okay. But it's always on percentage. It's a percentage of your account, no more than 1% of your trading account. Okay. So you can see here that right here, where I have this black line, that was basically a 1-to-1. Okay. Now, I like to go for a 1-to-1.7, like I told you guys. So you'll see that I marked the charts up like this, but I put that black line at a 1-to-1. And so that is technically a winning trade because that's what our community teaches. Now, what I'll do is, a lot of times is, I'll sell half the position at a 1-to-1 and I'll move my stop loss to break even so that I can't lose any money. And then I'll let it run to see if it goes to a 1.7. Now you can see here in this case, it didn't do that, but I still would have gotten out with a 0.5% win, right? Because I sell half at 1%. I move the stop loss to break even. Now with my platform Trade Locker, when you select it, there's a button there to select it to move to break even. It puts it a little bit above the break even to account for the fees and spreads. Okay. So I would have gotten out of the second half of this trade at break even, and I would have gotten my, a half of a 1% gain or a 0.5% on the move up here. And that's what I do. Now, if you're trading our community, you're following the strategy, you just exit at +1. You exit the whole thing at +1. Okay. I like to exit half, try to hold it to get to a 1.7. Many times I used to use a 1-to-2, but it just wouldn't get to that 1-to-2 and it would turn around on me. So I keep track of that, though. I keep track of all my trades at the end of the week, and I see, hey, should I move that to a 1-to-2? Should I not sell half? But for me, I like to sell half once I'm up 1-to-1, because our strategy actually teaches to just get out of the whole thing at 1-to-1. Okay. I like to sell half and let the other half try to go to 1.7. But anyway, this, I knew I only needed a 1-to-1. So once price came up above here, I had to account a little bit for fees and commissions, right? It's about usually around anywhere from $3 to $4 or $5 a trade. And so once it got above here, I just closed the position and I did pass my challenge. So you say, well, let me just show you real fast here. If you look here, here's the email I got from them saying, hey, you passed phase 1. William, congratulations, right? This is the first of 2 phases. So now I have to take phase 2. And in phase 1, I had to get an 8% gain. Okay. In phase 2, I only need a 5% gain. And then I'll have my live trading account with a 80-20 split on the profits. Now, this is the back office of the account. Like I showed you yesterday, you could see here, this was a 10K, right? And you could see here that I made the 8% gain. I got the $10,811.16. Again, using this strategy, 62% win rate, right? Average win of $98.92, right? Profit target was 800. Profit is $811.16. So this account closes out. They give me a new account to trade now, starting at 10,000. And again, I have to get to 10,500 without going down to 9,000. If I could do that, I pass phase 2 and I get my live account that I can make an 80-20 split on. And you can see here, just to show you again real fast here, average win 98.92, right? Average loss 95.54. Best trade was 198.10. Worst trade minus 124.79. Win ratio of 1.6, right? And a risk to reward is 1.04. 39 trades were taken I started this account on, I believe it's right here, August 15th. So it took a little bit more than a month for me to pass phase one. Hopefully I could pass phase two quicker. But that's what it is, guys. That's using our strategy, our community 5-minute strategy. Now we also have a strategy that we teach using the higher time frames, the 2-hour and the 4-hour. This is for people that don't have a lot of time to trade. And what we're doing is we're promoting this training for this. We want people to try us out for 7 days. You do have to pay for the membership, but the company offers a 7-day money back guarantee. So you pay for the membership. And then what you can do is you can take this short training that we have over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday, and then we show you how to check the charts Monday through Friday to see whether or not this would be for you. This only takes about 10 to 20 minutes a day at the most, a little bit of time maybe before you leave for work, and a little bit of time when you get home. Okay. This is if you don't have a lot of time. We teach it on the 2-hour and the 4-hour time frames. What I used here to pass this challenge was our full strategy on the 5-minute time frame. Okay. That's about it, guys. Any questions, drop them down below here. If you want my free Forex Quick Start guide, there'll be a link here in the description area of this video, or just message me and I'll send it right over to you.